Kicking off our Sunrise Smart Start, the House is expected to vote as soon as today on a measure compelling the Justice Department to release all of its files related to convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein.
This measure is expected to make it through the chamber with support from Republicans, but it remains unclear whether the Senate will take it up. A bipartisan group was already pushing for this vote when President Trump Sunday changed his position, now saying he supports releasing the documents, though he still calls the whole thing a hoax.
It's really a Democrat problem. The Democrats were Epstein's friends, all of them. And it's a hoax. The whole thing is a hoax.
Some survivors of Epstein's abuse are expected to speak again outside of the Capitol this morning before that vote in the House.
A grieving mom, Heidi Bruni, says the Huron Evergreen Cemetery in Wayne County has a problem with the memorial she's created for her 13-year-old son, Jayden Crocker. Despite her attempts to comply with cemetery rules, it keeps issuing violations. Since Jayden's passing in 2023, family and friends have been placing mementos on his grave. Bruni says the board of directors at the cemetery first took issue to the amount of space taken up by Jayden's memorial, citing the benches and trees surrounding his grave as a concern. After that, she says a cemetery groundskeeper removed one of the benches without consulting the family. Then, over the next year, Bruni says the cemetery cited more issues from the black border to the grave lights.
It's not interfering with any of the sites. We own the site to the left and to the right of my son's grave. So I don't see what the issue is. We removed the tree and we moved the benches in closer, thinking like that would solve the issue, but it did not.
In the most recent letter Bruni says she got, signed by the cemetery's board of directors, it says she violated rule number 4, objectionable features, and 12 concerning the grave ledger. It also claims the cemetery superintendent has tried to work through the issues with the family and give them leniency, adding if the items were not removed by November 1st, they would be removed by the superintendent. At last check, and more than 2 weeks after that deadline, the items surrounding Jayden's grave were still there. We have reached out for comment, but have yet to receive word.
In our continuing updates, in the case we've been following for months, a woman who survived being kidnapped, held at gunpoint, and strangled by her ex-boyfriend in Rochester gets justice. A jury convicted 26-year-old Namari Starling on multiple charges. The prosecution says in March, Starling abducted his ex-girlfriend, restrained her, and held a gun to her. She managed to escape that day and ran barefoot out into the road where she got help from a bystander. Police say Starling fired a gun at her from a balcony, and then there was a 7-hour standoff with the SWAT team. When police finally arrested him, police say they also found an illegal loaded gun inside the home. Starling will be sentenced coming up next month.
Gates police have identified the suspect killed while running into traffic on 390 last week as 33-year-old Michael Hastings of Rochester. Police say Hastings took off from the Spencerport Road Aldi during a shoplifting call last Thursday when he ran down an embankment toward the southbound lanes of the expressway where he was hit and killed. Police say Hastings had a long criminal history. He was arrested 19 times since 2019, mostly for larceny or stolen property charges.
If you live here in Monroe County, you may start receiving a new type of alert for emergencies on your phone. It's called MonroeAlert, designed to deliver real-time safety updates, whether that's for an outbreak of severe weather, public safety, crime incidents, and travel advisories. They will be tailored to your zip code and your language. The biggest upgrade is the system's multilingual capabilities, including video alerts in ASL, and this will all function alongside the 911 call center and the county's public safety team.
This new system is faster, smarter, and it's built for today's modern world.
Rochester deserves better than crossed wires and confusion when it matters most. We built this so that first responders can focus on responding, not explaining, because every minute we save, we can save a life, protect property, or prevent injury.
Everyone is urged to sign up for the new alert system, and you can do so on the county's website. We've got that linked as well with our coverage at rochesterfirst.com. Sunrise traffic here, 6:53. Things picking up, but we're okay. We have no heavy delays or backups due to any issues with construction or accidents at this point. We'll be taking a live view from there and give you another update from our Greater Rock Sky Eye when we see you during CBS Mornings at 7:25.
Back to our headlines. A few stores that remain at Marketplace Mall in Henrietta, which once saw quite a bit of foot foot traffic will need to move by year's end. The property management group MonroeAlert recently informed tenants the interior of the mall could close this winter. Town leaders say they've only just learned of the timeline through those tenants and have taken steps to support the area by rezoning URMC and working with Comida on different business incentives. But as malls nationwide struggle post-pandemic, we're told the property value has fallen from more than $80 million in 2018 to under $20 million, shifting the tax burden to other residents.
One of the things that's been a little frustrating is that there's people saying, you know, the town should have stopped this. One person said the town, when new businesses want to come in, we should have forced them to the mall. Well, we legally can't do that, right? They said, well, you should give incentives. Well, we did, right? We can't give tax breaks directly, but we worked with Comida, and every year we lowered their pilot amount.
We're told exterior-facing businesses like JCPenney, Floor & Decor, and Dave & Buster's will remain open.
Let's go inside the Buffalo Huddle as we'll all be watching Josh Allen Thursday night when the Bills go on the road to take on the Texans in Houston. The MVP had several records set during Sunday's win, 44-32 against the Bucs at Highmark. So Josh Allen is the only quarterback in history to have 3 rushing touchdowns and 3 passing touchdowns in a game twice. He also has the record for most total touchdowns before turning 30. And he needs one more thing to happen for a different record. Rushing touchdowns to pass Cam Newton for the most ever by a QB.
He likes running. He does, which you would think by now he would be like, hey, no, I'm good. And he's just so competitive, so tough.
We'll see if Allen can break Newton's record when the Bills take on the Texans Thursday night, kicking off at 8:15. Going to hear that, and Sean McDermott saying he likes running, but not on the side.
Right.
Yeah, easy. We'll see that game coming up in 2 nights.
So they do a quarterback sweep, and I'm like, you're kind of, you know, you don't hate the run either.
Yeah, we'll see coming up there against the Texans.
Yeah,
the weather headed out, still below average here.
Yeah, afternoon highs is still leaving more to be desired, 5 to 10 degrees below where we normally should be today. But no rain or snow for yet. Just mostly cloudy. Maybe something over on the east side there, but that's about it. Partly cloudy tomorrow, more sunshine there. And then we'll see that kind of day-to-day improvement. Cold mornings here, but 50 by Friday. That's going to come with a couple of rain showers and looks like a halfway decent weekend.
Yeah, and a halfway decent week starting out their Thanksgiving week. Yeah. We'll be talking about more coming your way 9 o'clock. Second Cup of Sunrise, our weekday morning podcast on the Rochester First streaming app. Also, the live stream link at the top of rochesterfirst.com and Spotify if you missed us on demand.
Love that podcast. Everybody should be listening to it. Absolutely.
You want to come on again?
Absolutely.
There you go.
Hold her to it. CBS Mornings on the way at 7.
Have a good day.
Follow News 8 wherever you are on rochesterfirst.com, Facebook, X, and on our app for news and weather. Get the Rochester First streaming app today for everything you love from News 8 On Demand. Plus exclusive shows you won't see anywhere else. Search ROC and download for free on Roku, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV.